أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وآله الطيبين الطاهرين ولعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد فقد قال الله الحكيم في كتابه الكريم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد يسرنا القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر صدق الله العلي العظيم. So inshallah today we will be moving on in our unit 1, the next topic. So first of all we revised we will give 5 minutes for revision of introduction and Fi'l al-Madi, and then we will move on to the part 2 of unit 1, which is Fi'l al-Mudari'. Okay, so inshallah let's begin. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First we had an introduction that an Arabic verb must contain the following two components: the fa'il and the dhamir, and the dhamir or the pronoun is the fa'il of that fa'il. Then we also learned about the first person I, ana, and we, nahnu, and then the second person you, which can be either anta or antuma or antum or anti or antuma or antunna. And then we learned about the third person, which is huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna. So according to the gender and the number of the fa'il, we will be we have learned about the 14 sighas of fi'l madi. Now what is a conjugation? A conjugation is when you take a set of root letters and join them with the fa'ils, right? With the fa'ils. So either a fa'il can be a masculine or a feminine, either a fa'il can be a singular or a dual or a plural. So what we do is we change the fa'il and the fa'il remains the same. Okay, then we learned that in the introduction we learned these terms, which is fa'il, dhamir, at-tasrif, sigha and siyagh, muzakkar, muannath, mufrad or wahid, musanna or tasniya, jama, which is plural, and then we learnt about ghaib, mukhatib and mutakallim. Then we came to part 2 of our unit 1, which was fi'l madi. It was very simple to understand. Fataha Zaidun. So Zaidun is the fa'il of fataha. We also discussed about dhamir mustatir in the two sighas of fi'l madi, which is the first one wahid mudakkar ghaib has a dhamir mustatir, which is hidden dhamir, which is present inside the fa'ala sigha, and then the fourth sigha, which is fa'alat, also has a dhamir mustatir. All other sighas have dhamair bariza. So we have jalasa huwa and jalasat hiya, and all the other sighas the files are evident. The files can be seen there, like jalastu, the ta madmuma, which is the ta with the dhamma, is the fa'il for jalasa, right? Jalastu means I sat, मैं बैठा. So when we say jalastu, so the tu represents I or ana, and then jalasa is the fa'il. So jalas, in the word jalasna, we sat, हम बैठे. In this meaning it would be that the fa'il is na, noon alif fatha, na. So I am sure it's clear. Then we discussed about fataha, fataha, fatahu, fatahat, fatahata, fatahna, fatahta, fatahtuma, fatahtum, fatahti, fatahtuma, fatahtunna, fatahtu, and fatahna. And all the other three-lettered thulathi mujarrad will follow the same suit, like this one, like we did ba'atha and ja'ala and zahaba and rafa'a. Some of our students also sent me some voice notes in which they had all these conjugations, mashallah, and well done to them. and I strongly recommend everybody who is engaged in this class, inshallah, to send me voice notes of the fi'l madi ma'roof. So inshallah, we will move on to our lesson for today, which is the part 3 of the lesson, which is the part 2 exactly, fi'l mudari. So let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. He says, in Arabic, the word al-mudari is used for to denote two tenses. The present tense in Arabic, this is known as hal. So fi'l al-mudari is one word for two tenses, for hal and for mustaqbal, right? So in both the cases, the same word is used. So here he explains uh, there are two types of present tense: the present habitual, or what we say the present indefinite, which is an action that takes place regularly, and then the present continuous, an action that is taking place right now, like Zaid is walking, right? So number two is the future tense. In Arabic, in this it is known as mustaqbil, like Zaid will walk. Okay, to the context of the sentence of paragraph will help determine which tense is being referred to. Like when you see a word from fi'l al-mudari', it will be the qara'in will be there in the sentence to figure out. Okay, so the understanding of the siyagh of fi'l al-mudari', right? So in this case it's also the same. Like each sigha of fi'l mudari is made up of four components. Number one, the word itself, the verb itself. Number two, the pronoun. Number three, the huruf al mudari, the letter which precedes al mudari. There are four letters we have discussed. Then these letters, huruf atain, hamza, ta, ya, nun, in the in our alamat sessions. So mashallah, our students already know these. And then alamatul i'rab, this will be discussed later. So alamatul i'rab is something that needs to be discussed in detail, inshallah. There will be many lessons about alamatul i'rab. Okay, the table below shows the components of al mudari. So al mudari, the word is yaftahuna. Yaftahuna. So yaftahuna starts with a ya, which is the the huruful mudari, like the alamatul mudari, right? The alamatul mudari. And then fa, ta and ha are of course the root letters, right? The verb. And then the damir, or the pronoun, which is wow for the plural, wow for the jama. And then the alamatul i'rab, this is something new maybe for our students, but to make it simpler, just focus on wow noon together, right? Alamatul i'rab, we say noon fatha na is the alamatul i'rab, but this is correct, but to understand it quite easily, you can say that wow noon is the alamat for jama, right? So in the fi'l mudari, so in fi'l al-mudari, five sighas have a damir mustatir. The sigha of al-ghaib, al-ghaiba, al-mukhatib, al-mutakallim and al-mutakallimun. The examples are yaftahu huwa, taftahu hiya, taftahu anta, aftahu ana, and naftahu nahnu. When you say huwa yaftahu, or hiya taftahu, or anta taftahu, or ana aftahu, or nahnu naftahu, so these are the damair mustatir. Like when someone says yaftahu, it means yaftahu huwa, or huwa yaftahu, right? And if someone says taftahu, so it means taftahu hiya, or hiya taftahu. And then again, if someone says taftahu, so it refers to the same word is for both hiya and anta, right? And then if someone says ana aftahu, or only aftahu, it means ana aftahu, right? If I say aftahul bab, so aftahu means ana aftahul bab, right? And then same goes to naftahu. Okay, this was something technical. If someone needs more explanation, they can contact me inshallah, and I will explain in more detail. So the conjugation of fi'l al-mudari is given below. Here we have the conjugation just like the fi'l madi. We have it in fi'l mudari, right? Um, and we have the first one is yaftahu, of course. Yaftahu, yaftahani, yaftahuna. Observe the colors in these sigas. So when we say yaftahu, the ya is the alamat mudari, alamat fi'l mudari, and then yaftahu, yaftahani, and yaftahuna, right? So yaftahu means he is opening, or he opens, or he will open. So in all the three, this word yaftahu can have any one of these three translations depending on the context of the sentence, right? And the word yaftahani means they both are opening, or they both will open, right? And then the word yaftahuna with waw noon, of course it's for jama. There it means that they open, or they are opening, or they will open, right? So next is taftahu. Taftahu means she opens, or she is opening, or she will open. It may sound something confusing, like how many words should we memorize for one word, and in the beginning it may seem a little bit tricky, but I always recommend to learn a language in itself. Like, language will explain itself. Okay, so whenever someone says taftahu, it's easy to understand that she opens. Okay, and the others may apply. Then let's move on to taftahani. Taftahani means they open, they both open, I mean they both open. And then the next one, yaftahna, means they open, or they will open. So they open are, of course here we have jama muannath ghaib, so this is for plural feminines. So let's have a revision. Yaftahu, yaftahani, yaftahuna, taftahu, taftahani, yaftahna. The technique will be the same as fi'l madi. Count them on your fingers, and inshallah you will learn them. Take 3 on the first step and repeat it several times. Yaftahu, yaftahani, yaftahuna. 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 I'm teaching this in detail so you can apply it inshallah, and it will easily settle in your mind. It will easily get memorized. Okay, then take the 3 next ones, like 4, 5 and 6. Taftahu, taftahani, yaftahna. Taftahu, taftahani, yaftahna. Taftahu, taftahani, yaftahna. Then take them 6 of them together. Yaftahu, yaftahani, yaftahuna. Taftahu, taftahani, yaftahna. Yaftahu, yaftahani, yaftahuna. Taftahu, taftahani, yaftahna. Yaftahu, yaftahani, yaftahuna. Taftahu, taftahani, yaftahna. Note that the 6th siga is yaftahna, which starts with a ya. Okay, then we move on to the next 6 sigas, which are the sigas of hadir, and all translate into you. Taftahu, you open. Taftahani, again you open. Taftahuna means you all open, right? So taftahu means you open, taftahani means you both open, and taftahuna means you all open, right? And then taftahina, taftahina means you open. If we are talking to feminines, if we are talking to females, right, then we say taftahu. Okay, so mm, let's have a look at this in detail. So you see, this is siga number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, right? So taftahu we have already seen in the first six sigas, which was taftahu hiya, which was siga number 4, and then taftahani we have seen this word above, like this was the siga number 5 also, which is the same as siga number 8, which is the same as siga number 11, right? So 5, 8 and 11 are the same words, taftahani. Taftahani means it can either mean you both opened, or it can either mean they both opened, but if they are feminines, right? So inshallah, this much explanation is enough, I think. Then these are the other ones are different. So taftahuna is evident that it has a waw noon and it starts with a ta. So ta is the alamat for, here it is the alamat for mukhatab, right? We are talking to people. Now this six sigas will be used when we are talking to people, when we are talking to some people. If we are talking about someone, then the first six sigas will apply, right? If we are talking about someone, अगर हम किसी के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, right? So then we apply the first six sigas, right? Then when we are talking to the mukhatab, like we are addressing someone, then we use these six sigas from siga number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? Okay, so taftahuna, and then this is another siga taftahina. This is used for wahid muannas hadir. When I talk to a lady, I say taftahina. Anti taftahina al-bab. Did you open the door? Right. So the damair will also be the same as the verb itself. If I say taftahina, I don't say anta taftahina, right? I say anti taftahina, right? If I say, for example, taftahu, the siga number 7, I say anta taftahu. I don't say anti taftahu or antum taftahu. So antum will always be with plural. Like, let me write it down here so it will become more clearer. Anta, antuma, antum, anti. Mukhataba will be anti, and then antuma, and then antunna. Here we have antunna, the plural feminines, antunna, right? So anta taftahu, antuma taftahani, antum taftahuna, anti taftahina, antuma taftahani, antunna taftahunna. We need to practice this many times, at least 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 times. Okay, then inshallah it will make everything easy for you. There are basically not many things to learn in al-Musarf. There may be 10 major concepts in al-Musarf, and then we have 10 more secondary concepts that we need to learn, and then it's okay. Then we then inshallah we are good to experiment with any other root letters, and we can make sigas out of them. So ana aftahu and nahnu naftahu. Ana aftahu, I open, and then nahnu naftahu, we open. So let's have a look again on the entire 14 sigas. When we are talking about someone, it's huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna. So huwa yaftahu, huma yaftahani, hum yaftahuna, hiya taftahu, huma taftahani, hunna yaftahna, hunna yaftahna. This is a little bit tricky, but when you repeat it several times, it comes in handy and it's very easy to understand. Then let's move on to Siga number 7. Anta taftahu again. Antuma taftahani. Antum taftahuna. Anti taftahina. Antuma taftahani. Antunna taftahunna. And then again, ana aftahu and nahnu naftahu. Let me write it down for you at least once so things are clear for you, and you can also take a screenshot if you want, inshallah. So let me resize it, please. Yes, here we are. So huwa yaftahu, huwa yaftahu, huma yaftahani, hum yaftahuna, hiya taftahu, huma taftahani, hunna yaftahna, not taftahna, okay? Hunna yaftahna, the first 6 sigas. Then the next 6 will be anta taftahu, anta taftahu, antuma taftahani, antum taftahuna, and then anti taftahina, antuma taftahani, and then antunna taftahna, right? Then this siga starts with a ta, taftahna, and then ana aftahu and nahnu naftahu, inshallah. What you do is you repeat these 14 sigas. Either you repeat it with me or you repeat them by yourself by rewinding the video again. Okay, so how do we say the conjugation of fi'l mudari? We say yaftahu yaftahani yaftahuna, taftahu taftahani yaftahna, taftahu taftahani taftahuna, taftahina taftahani taftahna, aftahu naftahu. Okay, inshallah, I think this much explanation is enough. Now we'll be doing some examples. The same examples we had fi'l madi ba'atha, he made. Now we have the fi'l mudari yab'athu, he makes. He, which is the third person, and we are talking about him, he makes, or he is making, or he will make. So yab'athu, yab'athani, yab'athuna. When I'm writing here, it should be a little bit written properly. So yab'athu, yab'athani, yab'athuna. Yab'athu, yab'athani, yab'athuna. Then we have tab'athu, then we have tab'athani, and then we have yab'athna. Always remember, siga number 6 starts with a ya. Yab'athna, yab'athna, yab'athna. So yab'athu, yab'athani, yab'athuna, tab'athu, tab'athani, yab'athna. Okay, now I will only be conjugating orally. Yab'athu, yab'athani, yab'athuna, tab'athu, tab'athani, yab'athna, tab'athu, tab'athani, tab'athuna, tab'athina, tab'athani, tab'athna, ab'athu, nab'athu. Next one is yaj'alu. So يجعل يجعلان يجعلون تجعل تجعلان يجعلن تجعل تجعلان تجعلون تجعلين تجعلان تجعلن أجعل نجعل. Next one is يذهب. So the fi'l madi for يذهب was ذهب. ذهب means he went, and the word يذهب means he goes, or he is going, or he will go. So يذهب يذهب يذهبان يذهبون تذهب تذهبان يذهبن تذهب تذهبان تذهبون تذهبين تذهبان تذهبن أذهب and نذهب. Next one is يرفع. The fi'l madi for يرفع was رفع, means he elevated. Now we have يرفع, he elevates, or he is elevating, or he will elevate. So يرفع يرفعان يرفعون ترفع ترفعان يرفعن, and then ترفع ترفعان ترفعون ترفعين ترفعان ترفعن, and then أرفع نرفع. So inshallah that's all for today. You can see the exercise in the book, and inshallah you can conjugate these words. I think I will conjugate these. I have conjugated 4 of them. You have to change the gender of the following siyagh with keeping the number and the person the same. But a better way to do it is just go through the whole conjugation. Go through the whole conjugation. It will help you a lot. Whenever you need to determine which sigha is it, just check it by the conjugation, right? So like we can say in the first exercise here, translate the following, write the sigha and point out the damir. So tarfa'una. So we know that the first word was yarfa'u. Yarfa'u. So yarfa'u yarfa'ani yarfa'una tarfa'u tarfa'ani yarfa'na tarfa'u tarfa'ani tarfa'una. So this one is sigha number 9. Now you have to translate it. So sigha number 9. Always first determine the sigha, which sigha is it. Then it's easy to translate. Tarfa'una, because it has a una at the end, it means you all, and then rafa and ain means elevate. You all elevate. तुम सब ऊंचा करते हो. And then question number 2, tab'athani. So we know that the first word is yab'athu, and then yab'athu yab'athani yab'athuna tab'athu tab'athani yab'athna, and then tab'athu tab'athani again tab'athuna, and then tab'athina tab'athani. Sigha number 11 again, right? So whenever you see a conjugation, a word with ani, it can be either sigha number 5 or 6 or 11, right? And you can translate it accordingly. But the translation will always have both in it, either you both or they both. If it is they both, then it's they both women, right? And if it is you both, then it may be you both men or you both women. Okay, question number 3, tarfa'u. So it starts with yarfa'u, yarfa'ani, yarfa'una, and then tarfa'u again, sigha number 4. Tarfa'u. means she elevated. She elevates. Sorry, this is of course this is a fi'l mudari. So she elevates or she will elevate. And then tarfa'u tarfa'ani yarfa'na. Right? We start again. Yarfa'u yarfa'ani yarfa'una. Tarfa'u tarfa'ani yarfa'na. And then tarfa'u tarfa'ani tarfa'una. So siga number 7 is also tarfa'u. Okay. So inshallah okay, let's move on. Question number 4. So question number 4 is taftahna. Taftahna. So we know that fataha yaftahu, right? Yaftahu is the first word. Yaftahu yaftahani yaftahuna. Taftahu taftahani yaftahna. Taftahu taftahani taftahuna. Taftahina taftahani taftahna. Sigha number 12. I'm just telling you the sigha numbers and you can translate them and send me your written homework. Question number 5. Yal'anani. Again, we have ani at the end, so there will be 3 sigas. It will be one of the 3. So yal'anu yal'anani, but this one starts with a ya. So there won't be 3 sigas, right? There will be only one siga. Yal'anu yal'anani, the second one. It means they both, ये वो दोनों लानत करते हैं, वो दोनों लानत करते हैं. Okay, number 6. So we have yaqra'una. Yaqra'una. Again, sigha starting with a ya will always have one meaning. So it's from qara'a yaqra'u. Yaqra'u yaqra'ani yaqra'una. Sigha number 3. वो सब पढ़ते हैं या वो सब पढ़ रहे हैं. Question number 7. Tadhabu. So yazhabu yazhabani yazhabuna, and then tadhabu is sigha number 4 and 7, the same one. It will depend on the sentence. What sentence is it? Either it would be hiya tadhabu, so hiya tadhabu will be sigha number 4, and or it will be anta tadhabu. Anta tadhabu, so it will be sigha number 7. Now move on to question number 8, and then it's again ani. So it's here tarfa'ani, so it will be one of the 3 sigas. So yarfa'u yarfa'ani yarfa'una. Tarfa'u tarfa'ani yarfa'na. Tarfa'u tarfa'ani tarfa'una. Tarfa'ina tarfa'ani tarfa'na. So 5, 8 and 11. Then we have question number 9, which is taj'alna. So yaj'alu yaj'alani yaj'aluna. Taj'alu taj'alani yaj'alna. Taj'alu taj'alani taj'aluna. Taj'alina taj'alani taj'alna. So this is sigha number 12. Okay, so the next question is question number 10, which is taslahu. So starting with a ta, it will follow the same rule as tadhhabu. So tadhhabu is the same as taslahu, and it will be the same 7, sigha number 4 and sigha number 7. Either it can be hiya taslahu, it means she, and then or it can be anta taslahu. Okay, then we have as'alu. As'alu. So as'alu is very simple, starting with a hamza. As'alu means I ask, or I am asking, or I will ask. So I is the sigha number 13. We already know that, it's very easy. Number 13. Ana as'alu. I question. I ask a question. Okay. So yarka'u. Yarfa'u. Question number 12 is yarfa'u. It's very easy. Sigha number 1. Then question number 13, yanfa'u, is very easy. Sigha number 1. Then we have number 14, tasharani. So tasharani is just like tab'athani and tarfa'ani. Both examples are the same. There can be either one of the 3, right? Either it can be homa or it can be Either it can be huma tasharani or it can be antuma tasharani. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi tahirin. Please also finish these exercises in your homework copies and send me photos, so inshallah we can move on to more next concepts, right? We can move on to next concepts. Today what we learned about is the word al-mudari', the word hal, the word mustaqbil, and the word huruful mudari', what I call alamatul mudari'. Alamatul mudari', the huruf atain, which are always present in every fi'l mudari'. So either a fi'l mudari' starts with a ya or a ta or a hamza or a noon, and we make an acronym of the huruf atain. So we always say that the huruf atain is either a ya or a ta or a hamza or a noon. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa alihi tahirin.